Hey guys, welcome to episode 2. Yes, girl, we made it to episode 2. We still have no name for this audio series slash podcast, but here we are. And in this episode, I talk a little bit about female friendships and sisterhood and just how we could maybe be better at being friends among women. And I pose a question towards the end of this episode, so feel free, if you make it all the way to the end, hopefully you do, feel free to comment below on what you think. Let's dive into it. So, I don't know, but it's a little weird to me. Like, the time right now is a little weird. I was watching a live yesterday with a beautiful black woman. I cannot remember her name because I unfollowed her. And so I can't really remember exactly the her handle on Instagram, but was watching her video and she was talking about women in toxic relationships slash friendships with other women. And initially, when I saw her post, I agreed with the post because I think the post says something like, if you can't have positive female friendships, then you may be the toxic one in the situation, right? Something like that. And I was like, oh, yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes we have to be accountable of the toxicity that we each as individuals bring. And then she came on live and she started talking a little bit more about it. And then as she was talking, I noticed that the live turned into a woman bashing live, in my opinion. And she started talking about like how all the women in the beauty industry are just shallow, and just how, women are haters. And I was a little taken aback because I'm like, I thought this was about women positivity, and about women being accountable for the toxic roles and positions that we sometimes play in our own friendships, and why we don't feel like it's healthy to have female friendships. And when I listened to her, and here's the reason why I unfollowed her, right? I unfollowed her because essentially, you're creating that same unsafe space, which is the reason why many women don't want to have female friendships, because we have other women that are bashing women. And so my point is that oftentimes as women, we don't have a safe space to be exactly who we are because of the judgment that comes from other women. Granted, if a person is toxic, if a woman is toxic, or if she does not bring, because that word toxic has just been thrown around the town, okay? Like, the girls and the boys are loving the term toxic for some reason, but we all bring, our fair share of whatever to any relationship, whether it's friendship or otherwise. And we all have to be accountable for that part that we play. However, I do feel like it is so important that we create safe spaces for other individuals to be exactly who they are, to process the things that they need to process, and to become a better version of themselves. Like, there's sometimes we don't even give people the room to be able to improve on the things that we don't like about them. or the things that doesn't contribute positively to the friendship. And so now, don't get me wrong, I'm not for enabling or condoning or pacifying unhealthy behavior in any relationship, whether it's friendship, romantic, whatever. But I do believe that we should give people the space to be able to see where they need to adjust and make certain adjustments without feeling like if I fuck up, or if if I don't get this right, or if we fall out, this it's automatically going to be judgment. And so it is hard because we all have our own experiences when it comes to friendships, and we have, even outside of friendships, we all have our own experiences in life that have contributed to who we've become as individuals. And we're all so complex that it's almost like, how dare anybody point a finger at anybody? You know what I mean? And so the main premise of this episode is to highlight the fact that as women, we should be able to come to each other and have a sisterhood amongst each other. And sometimes that's not always easy because of our own experiences. But I feel like if we get to a place where we're able to talk about those things unemotionally, if at all possible, being women, you guys know we are some emotional beings, and that's okay too. But I feel like if we're able to come together and have those conversations with each other, and if we value the friendship, then we give people the room to be able to make the adjustments that they need to make. Now, keyword is value, because with anything, I feel like you have to weigh out, what's working and what's not working, weigh out the pros and the cons, and weigh out what this person actually brings to your life and how they make you feel and all of those things. And if once we think about all of those things, and if it's not what we need, then rightfully so, we should part ways and go separate ways. But not judge and bash and talk about and ridicule and the next woman. Like, just let the friendship go and be done with it, as opposed to having to sit back and talk and bash another woman. I don't know. That's just me. And I was thinking about that. And I was thinking about just the friendships that I've had in my life. And because let me tell you, your girl does have some trust concerns. I won't say issues, I would say some trust concerns, but they're definitely because of my own experiences. But what I've learned is that I cannot take my experiences with anyone else that I've had with anybody or in any previous situation, and bring that into another situation. I hope that's making sense. I hope that it is coming across the way that my heart means it. So I think I'm going to pose a question to you guys on this episode. What do you guys feel? Do you ladies feel? And guys, if you're listening too, feel free to chime in. What do you feel we can do to forge better relationships amongst each other, amongst women? I think about male friendships and just how they go at it. When I tell you, have you ever, I know y'all seen men get into it and then be like absolutely nothing ever happened in the next 5 minutes. And they just handle their friendships so much differently than we do as women. So that's my question for you guys on this episode, is how as women can we forge better friendships amongst us as women, and what can we learn and take from male friendships to that might work in our own friendships. So anyway, that was episode 2, guys, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to comment below. Let's talk about it. And I will catch you guys on the next episode. And that was episode 2. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me on the second episode of whatever this is going to be called, because we still do not have a name, y'all. But we're gonna get it together. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'm so interested in hearing and seeing and reading and us talking about how we can be better as friends amongst women. And so I'm excited. Can't wait to see you guys on the next episode, and I hope you guys have a most amazing day. Why? Because you deserve it. I'll see you guys on the next episode. And of course, don't forget to follow, like, comment, subscribe, wherever you are listening to this audio series, and support your girl. I am looking forward to everything that we're going to be talking about on this audio series. So I'll catch you guys on the next episode.